Somebody take a picture.
What is going on, guys? Main Event Star here, and welcome to part 2 of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. In the last video, I told you guys to leave a comment and let me know what team you wanted to see, and I went with 3 of the most popular, Wolverine, Deadpool, and Moon Knight, and there were 2 votes for Colossus and Human Torch. With that energy converter destroyed, we're trapped in this room. We'll have to swap out the old converter with a new one. I wanted to use Human Torch, but I want to wait a little bit for a Fantastic Four team-up later on, if that is one of the recommended teams. So I went ahead and went with Colossus for this video. And the 2 heroes that I primarily use the most during this video is Wolverine and Moon Knight, because I think Moon Knight's a cool character. I think him and Daredevil are the 2 closest things that Marvel have to a Batman, and since I love the Batman character, having a character that closely appeals to that, I'm definitely interested in. So we switch over to Colossus to pull out the old Transformer? Optimus Prime is now a hunk of metal. We have to move him and replace him with a new one. But as he slowly puts it into place. There we go. Now we can go hit the button.
Alright.
With a switch back to Wolverine, I get stuck on the wall and run back down and run back up. No big deal. That seemed to happen a lot in this episode. A lot of weird, kind of strange things were happening. There's a moment later on in this level where I get on a ladder and it just will not let me climb up. So you'll see me try to climb a ladder for like 30 seconds. But I think the first video went well, and it seemed like the response to the first video was pretty well. It was one of the better videos I had done. I felt like it was one of the better videos I had done in a while, so I want to continue this series. I remember seeing a comment, somebody saying, you know, you've canceled a lot of series. Are you going to complete this one? I hope. Let's put it that way. I start a new job on Monday, so I don't know what my work schedule will look like. But my hope for this series is they're going to be shorter videos, and it usually takes like a 10 to 15 minute recording session to get through it. So I won't get burnt out on it. Like Tomb Raider, I played so much and I actually just wanted to play the game, so I got kind of burnt out on recording it and just kind of finished it on my own. But this is definitely a series that I want to be interactive. We have a whole lot of new subscribers, I've noticed. So definitely just want to get the subscribers involved. That's been the main thing, is trying to get my subscriber base to watch, comment, like the videos, so, you know, recommend my channel to other people. So that's the main purpose, is why I'm trying to make this an interactive walkthrough, is to get everybody involved so I can get some more motivation to make videos. It seems like the videos that do really well are the ones that I don't really put a lot of effort into, but I've been putting a lot of effort into these videos, so hopefully it pays off. As we're continuing just to walk around in the helicarrier. This Wolverine's got a piece of pipe that's pretty good to use in this game. If you can get any kind of weapon to help you out, it will usually knock out the villains relatively quickly. But I thought this was a good team. You got a nice mix of kind of the crazies, especially with Moon Knight and Deadpool. Deadpool I did not use in this episode so much, so I think Deadpool will carry over into the next episode. So here's me trying to fidget with the ladder. Just, I don't know what's happening. I think I'm hitting Moon Knight, and Deadpool and Moon Knight are going insane right there. But anyways, since I didn't get a chance to use Deadpool in this video, I'm going to keep Deadpool in the team and I want you guys to leave a comment and let me know the 3 characters that you want teamed up with Deadpool in the next video. You'll also notice I'm destroying a lot more containers, trying to get a little bit more coins and, you know, potential XP and whatnot. Just trying to level up the characters a little bit more, because I noticed in the first video I wasn't really doing that. So, Colonel Fury, we've made it to the nuclear missile launch bay. What now?
The only way to stop those missiles from firing is to destroy the consoles that control them.
So as we go to destroy the consoles, I thought this was the area that the next villain, Bullseye, appears. So I'm trying to get in that door because I thought the Bullseye part was before you go to get the consoles. But I forgot, you must first destroy the consoles, then you take on Bullseye. So Bullseye, with Daredevil being one of my favorite characters, Bullseye is one of my favorite villains as well, along with Kingpin. So this is a pretty cool boss fight once we get to it. As you notice, still just trying to make sure that every destructible item in the area is getting taken care of to get all those extra points that we need. I really enjoyed this team too. I thought it was a good mix. It was a good mix. The only problem was in the actual Bullseye fight, I didn't really have anybody with a range attack, probably because I wasn't using Deadpool. But so that made the boss fight a little bit harder, but we got through it. It'll all be okay. Wandering around, trying to find where I need to go next. Oh yeah, it's on the other side. I still want to try to get in that door because I keep thinking that Bullseye's going to pop up, but stupid me. Forgot you got to destroy the consoles first, both of them. I was also contemplating the idea of doing live commentary. Live commentary is a little harder for me to do because I don't have the specialized equipment for it. I did kind of a test video last night with the Spartacus Legends video, and I kind of like how that turned out. So live commentary may be a feature of the video in the future. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to play around with what I like and what I don't like in these videos. So any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. And we should destroy that for nothing because it's not the console that we need to be destroying. All that time and effort for absolutely nothing. I love it. But we're too late, or the missiles have launched off.
I've just been informed that one of the nuclear missiles launched. I thought I told you to destroy both consoles.
There wasn't enough time.
Alright, you're going to have to activate the self-destruct for that missile. Get to the navigation room on the double.
What are the odds that they have the self-destruct console right in the room that we're in? How convenient. You ever notice that about movies? Like, all of these evildoers always have missiles with self-destruct features. Why did they put the self-destruct in there?
Well, aren't you just an impressive bunch of heroes? Too bad my good buddies Daredevil and Elektra weren't with ya.
Get out of our way, Bullseye. We need to use that navigational computer.
You wouldn't be trying to stop the nuclear missile I just launched, would you?
That was you? But why?
Hey, if the boss wants me to launch a missile at a heavily populated city, I do it. I don't get paid to ask questions.
Then we're done talking. Get out of our way.
Sorry, I can't. And even if I did step aside, there's nothing you could do. I've got the only access card to the navigation computer.
Give us that access card, or else.
I choose or else.
You like how I made that delivery at the end of that statement there? It's always give us that or else. It's always an ultimatum. What if a villain was like, oh, you know what? I think I'll just give it to you. You know what? That was a threat, and I don't like threats. I'm a peaceful person. You could have the access card because you said or else. You know, if you would just said give us the access card, we would have fight right now. But because you said or else, whew, don't want to risk it. Don't want to risk it. But anyways, as we continue our fight with Bullseye, he was actually draining quite a bit of health. And I kind of got worried maybe one of our heroes would be, whatever, down and out. But luckily we take care of him. Just a lot of punching and kicking. I couldn't remember if anybody had a ranged attack, so I just kind of took it head on. But it worked out well in the end. We collect his power-up and ability. And here I get a little confused again. We disarm the missile, which is always a good thing. The day is saved.
Well done. Missile harmlessly self-destructed. You've averted a nuclear disaster.
But it would have been a lot easier if Bullseye hadn't tried to stop us.
Bullseye was there? You must really be serious about recruiting talent.
Colonel Fury, the Masters of Evil are attacking our stabilizing engines. There's too many for me to stop alone.
Black Widow, do not engage the enemy. I want you out of there immediately. Team, double time it and save that engine.
So, as you can see, where we need to go is actually right in front of me, but I wanted to do one more quick sweep through to make sure all the destructible elements had been destroyed just before we leave the room. So as we're wrapping up this video, I'd like to thank you guys for checking out the video and the channel. Again, Deadpool will be in the next video since I didn't get a chance to use him in this one. Please leave a comment. Let me know what 3 heroes you would like to see teamed up with Deadpool in the next video. Don't forget to like this video because it gives me the motivation to continue on despite the fact that I'm playing video games with a severely bruised thumb. I injured it in softball yesterday, but it's okay. I'm going to push through. Pain is only temporary, but YouTube videos will last forever. So, oh god, I can't believe I just said that. But anyways, as we wrap up this video, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. We're going to go down and jump over the console. There we go, Moon Knight. And hit the loading screen. I'm just trying to continue this commentary for as long as possible because it's almost over. Black Widow, we're near the stabilizing engines, but it looks like an explosion took place here.
That was my fault, I'm afraid. Fortunately, I was not harmed.
Black Widow, I specifically ordered you not to engage the enemy.
I am sorry, sir. It was unavoidable.
Very well. At least you're safe. Team, you have to stop the enemy from destroying the engine. If they're successful, the helicarrier is finished.
We're on it, Colonel Fury. And next time, we will go stop them from destroying the engine and carry on in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. See you guys later.